girls. Monday.
Seems like today I'm looking back. Well, maybe tomorrow I'll see further than my little head allows me to.
I'm going to answer questions first. Jamie asked about whether or not it's tough being a parent, or what my toughest thing about being a parent is. And probably it's, okay, not having any time to myself. You know, I pretty much, right now I'm working again, so that takes up time. And I've got Steph, and I've got her, and she pretty much takes up most of my time.
No.
And I don't get much me time. And if I do try to take it, it's usually late at night, and I end up staying up way too late. Baby, look. I end up staying up way too late. So that's kind of a downside to that. Can you sit, please? Thank you. And let's see here. We were also asked whether or not we were looking forward to being pregnant. Yes, actually I was. I've been looking forward to being pregnant for I don't know how long, most of my life. I always wondered what it would feel like, and just wanted to experience it. And I'm glad I did. It was a very unique experience that, of course, only women can know. And there's nothing like being able to feel your child inside you. That is a remarkable feeling. Yeah, coat. And I did have morning sickness for the first trimester, so that kind of sucked. And I was terrified when I first found out that I was pregnant. You know, I think, is everything going to go right? You know, what if I'm doing something wrong? What's my family going to think? You know, or are they going to say, you know, you guys aren't in the right place for it, or anything like that? But it all worked out, so that's good. Now, whether or not we want more kids, yes, actually we do. I kind of talked about it a little bit a couple weeks ago when I talked about adoption, on how we want to adopt at least one, if that's, you know, if we have the ability to. That's something that we really want to do. But we also want to have at least one more of our own. I only want to get pregnant one more time, but I really want a little boy, but I also would love to have another little girl. So I'm insane because I would actually be thrilled to have twins. If it was a boy and a girl, it would just be awesome to me. It'd be insane and crazy and so much fun, in my opinion. I don't know. So, you know,
Mommy.
2 to 3 more.
Mommy.
What, baby? It's not that cold. Anyways, let's see here. Do I have any songs that I relate to? There are a lot of songs that, bits and pieces I relate to, but I don't really have a song that goes, that's my life. I'm kind of there with Janelle with this whole thing of, wouldn't that be a question for other people? You know, what songs remind them of me? But, so yeah, I don't really have a song, but I'll be listening now. I'll keep that in mind when I listen to my music. So here, Jamie asked about crockpot recipes. I do have a few. I'm not going to list it here, or at least on the video, because that would just be insane. I will either email it to you or post it on my blog and put it in a link under the video. I do have like 3 crockpot cookbooks because that was what we got for our wedding. But you're right, it does make the place smell wonderful all day when it's cooking, so that is something that's awesome about crockpots. I think that's all the questions. I can't really remember anymore. I know there were some that I missed, but if you guys really want to know, let me know, and I will try to get those in a future video. But at the moment, I'm just gonna say I didn't get them, so oh well. As a life update, besides my daughter now being frightfully cold because she took her coat off, we're kind of unwinding from last week. It was a long weekend, so we got home and were exhausted and had to turn around and go right back to work. And our schedules clashed Saturday and Sunday, but thankfully we were able to call on our babysitter, who they just adore Nat, so that worked out fine. And now we're getting ready for Thanksgiving at work, because we open at 10 o'clock on Thanksgiving and are open all night long through Black Friday. So it's going to be long. And both Stefan and I are working at the mall now, so we both have to do that. But his mom is coming and grabbing Nat a couple days, like a day or so before Thanksgiving, and taking her for a few days over to her mom's. And so we'll have a few days by ourselves and work, of course. But anyways, that's pretty much all that's going on right now. Just working and trying to pay bills. I hope you ladies are having an awesome week, and Tara, I will see you tomorrow, love. Bye.